Or crochet hooks. When it comes to crocheting, you can have ones that are metal and wooden. You can have ones that are metal with rubber. You can have plastic ones if you want to get real fancy that light up. Hard to see with this LED light I have. This helps with really dark yarn. You can have plastic ones. I know a few people who prefer the plastic because they have arthritis, and the metal, when it gets really cold, just makes their hands hurt more. So that's something, maybe if you have some other health issues. Some things to explain. So you see all these different types of sizes, widths and whatnot. And you can go by, so that's kind of a harder one to read. So this one is a G or 4.5 millimeter. When you read a pattern, or when you buy a skein of yarn, there'll be a label and it'll tell you the recommended either knitting needle or crochet hook size, and this is where you would find your size. And as you can see, this is more of something that would be used for the really fine yarn that you make socks with, or I have no idea what. I've honestly used these just to fix some holes in my jeans or shirts and pull the strings back through. You'll also need thicker, dull needles just to sew in those tails that I was telling you about on that blanket. Really dull, but big enough the yarn can get through, so you can sew in the tails of your yarn. So that is that accounting pattern. Okay, so starting with chain. This is literally base of whatever it is you're making. Everything has to start with a chain. This is how you start anything. So as you can see, there's CH. It's also equal to, it's supposed to be an oval, but you know, who knows, my drawing capabilities this evening was inapt. And then also there, you know, chain. So sometimes you come across patterns that'll just have this with a bunch of other, you know, drawings and stuff. It looks like an alien language. Or you'll get something and it'll just say, or it'll be like 2CH and blah, 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 blah. So I will show you what this is. So whenever you're gonna start, there's a proper way that you're supposed to hold your hook and your yarn in your hand. I've been told I do not. I just kind of, like I said, I learned off of YouTube and I wasn't really focusing on how to hold it properly, but there is some way where you're supposed to weave it or something and to control the tension. Myself, I just put my poor little pinky to work and use my other fingers to keep the tension. And that's something that when it comes to chaining, honestly, chaining, what we're about to do is the hardest part of crocheting. When you first get started, it's what people get deterred away from crocheting, is because they get so frustrated with the tension on their chaining. So don't lose hope, just continue to try, pull it apart. It's the beautiful thing of crochet is you can literally just pull out your stitches and you don't have to waste what you've already done. You can literally just start all over again, and it's like you didn't even waste any of your material. So to start, you take yarn and you wrap it around your finger. Also, I'm right-handed, so I try to teach my left-handed sister how to do this, and that was a thought process in itself. But anyways, so you'll take it and you'll wrap it over, kind of crossing. You'll see it's here, but across in front. You're going to take this here, loosen it, pull it back over here, and you're going to grab what you just crossed over and pull it off your finger. You've now made, I guess, a slip knot or something. There's a name for it. I guess I probably should have looked that up before I started teaching this, but hey, I always leave probably what's too much, but I leave it more than enough on the end, so that way when it comes to the end and I can sew it in, I don't have any frilling ends. So If you look at here, you don't want to make this super tight. If you do so, not only will it be very difficult, but it'll also cause your work to kind of curl, because the bottom will be so tight it wouldn't be able to compensate. So the top of your scarf or your blanket or whatever will be like way bigger, and the bottom will be much tighter and smaller. So sometimes people recommend using a size up if they're still struggling with creating the proper tension on their chain. So like say this one is a 6, I could use a 6.5, but we're just going to continue on. To chain, you're going to wrap from behind, and you're going to turn the hook as you go through the bottom and pull. And the goal is to have it as the size of the needle you're using, or slightly a little more looser. You don't want it to be like wagging all the way over here. So again, to show, you go over from behind, you're going to come down, you're going to turn that hook, pulling it through like so. And I'm watching my hands through my phone screen, so this is just really weird. But I'm going to continue. You're going to yo over, they call it yoing, yo over from behind again, turn your hook, pull, and there you go, you have another chain. Yo, pull through. And if you find it's really hard, then just loosen it up a little bit. Pull through. And you're going to continue to do this until you reach the desired length or the amount that your pattern calls for. Continue to do so. And that is literally just chaining. You just continue. So when your chain is done correctly, it'll kind of look like a braid. That is your chain. Single crochet, a C in the other patterns, and in the older patterns would be an X. It would just be X, 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 X if you're just trying to read a pattern. Okay, so I already started this one, so I had my chain done and I turned, so I'm gonna continue single crocheting, and I'm gonna show you how to do the turn with the single crochet. So I have, this is the direction I'm working in. You'll go through, so here you are with 2 right through here. You're gonna yo from behind. You're gonna pull it through and turn that hook just like you did with chaining, and you still have 2 on here now. And you're gonna yo over one more time, but this time you're gonna pull through both of them. So you'll turn and pull through both. And that is a single crochet. We're gonna do again, go to the next one. And I kind of already fast forward, but you're gonna yo over, pull through the 1, and now you have your 2 that you're supposed to have here. Don't panic, yo over, turn, pull through again, and we completed another single crochet. One more time, I already did this again, out of habit. Yo through 1, go over one more time. You have your 2 you're supposed to have, and turn and pull through both. I'm gonna finish this and get to the end so I can show you how we turn. Here I've reached the end, okay? What you're gonna do is you're going to chain 1, here's that chain always coming in, chain, and now you're going to turn your work. So whenever you turn, you're gonna turn, so now you can work back the way you came. Go through both. You're gonna pull through both, and there you go, another single crochet. You're gonna go through, yo over, turn, pull, you have 2, cross over again, come through both, and that is single crochet. Here we go, breaking it down. DC, obviously for double crochet, and in the old patterns, it's a T looking with a very long, it's typically a little bit longer with a very small tick mark. And however many ticks are in here will indicate, sometimes it'll also be slanted ticks. will indicate how many doubles you're doing. If there's a second one here, it would indicate a triple crochet, but we're doing a double crochet. So back to where we were. So you're going to yo over before you even go through the stitch. So you'll go through here, the second one from the hook, not this first one, because this chain is going, this double is going to count as your first. You're going to go through both and pull through. So the difference here is you now have 3. So just like how when you were pulling through the 2 with the single, you're going to do the same but twice with the double. So you're going to yo over, turn, pull through the first 2 loops, and now you have 2 more here, yo, turn, pull through, and you've just completed a double crochet. Let's do again. Yo over, go through both, pull, you have your 3, go through again, you have 2, pull through both, and completed another. Yo over, go through, turn and pull, you have your 3, yo over, the first 2, yo over, the last 2. And that's how you do your double crochets. Reach the end and see how much taller that is significantly just with the one row. You fold that in half and boom, your second row. Half double crochet is HDC equal to that really long looking T. And so if you see the really long T with no tick marks here or anywhere else, then you know that it's a half double crochet. So you're still going to yo over before you go in. You're going to go through both, cross over, and pull through. So you have all 3 here. What makes this different from a double crochet is instead of going 2 and 2, you're going to go through all 3 of them at once. So you're going to yo over, turn, and pull through all 3. That is a half double crochet. Let's yo over again, go through, pull, we have our 3, don't freak out, turn, pull through, yo over, go through, pull that one more so you get the 3, pull through here, and again, you have your 3, yo over, turn, pull through all 3, turn, go through, pull through one more time, and now you have the 4. You're going to take that first one all the way through, and that is how you half double crochet. And thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I plan to post another one on how to make a scarf and following a pattern. And thanks again. Hope you liked my video, and see you guys soon. Bye.